there, water signs. I hope you're doing wonderful. Thank you for joining me for another weekly reading. So if you're Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, this is your session. Now, I want to give a big thank you and a shout out to Cindy from Soulprint Intuitive Tarot. Thank you. She gave me a fantastic shout out, and I totally love supporting other Canadian intuitives as well. And thank you to all my new subscribers who have joined me in the last little while. So happy you are here, and thank you for letting me do readings for all of you. So it is about that time to do a love reading again, friends. Love reading again. Okay, so I'm going to pull some cards for your overall energies, and then we're going to take a closer look and see what's going on. So, water signs. Whoa. What's happening for you here, water signs? Is there something going on? I had a whole bunch of cards drop out here. Water signs. So the first romance card that comes out for you is getting to know each other. Interesting. And it says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. That's interesting. That would give me the implication that you have met someone or maybe moving on or interested in someone. And then I also have give your relationship a chance. And it says here, work on your partnership. Interesting here. Anything I need to know about our water signs with these two messages here? Okay, so right away I get the message once bitten, twice shy for some of you water signs where this is concerned. So this is telling me that perhaps in the past you are coming out of a relationship that either didn't work for you, or maybe looking at patterns in relationships that haven't brought you a lot of success. But this is telling me you might be going through this cycle again, and maybe with this relationship card of, you know, give your relationship a chance, maybe you're feeling a little unsure or shaky about the ground that you're standing on. What's interesting here as well is I also had 5 other cards just kind of go splat on the table, and you know, it usually means that there's something to say. I've got forgiving and learning. Now when it comes to romance, this has to do with patterns, and it has to do with, of course, forgiving and learning, but also looking at how you have contributed to either the success or the downfall of some relationships that have been at your feet, okay? We also have religious factors. Now, this can be a very straightforward card. For example, I'm of this religion, you're of this religion, they don't mix for whatever reason, and therefore there's a challenge. But often what this card can also mean for me is that there's big variances and differences in either your personalities or belief systems or the events going on around you that make it hard for you to gel. So for example, let's just say one person wants children and the other person doesn't. It's going to make it difficult to move forward in a relationship, right? Now, I also have honeymoon, letting go of control issues, and trust. And I feel that for some of you water signs, you might be going through a bit of a pattern with relationships, especially when it looks like this: honeymoon, let go of control issues, and then trust. Then what this is really telling me here is it's possible that some of you water signs fall in love very quickly, which is the nature of a water sign, you know, very emotional, very loving. But this is telling me you might be jumping without looking, and as a result, sometimes things don't work out the way that you want. So, let's see if we have anything else showing up for you water signs here. So what's the most important thing our water signs need to know about this love and relationship issue? Let's look at you and your other person. I think I want to go to the Earth Magic cards for this. Love this deck. So gorgeous. This is Stephen Farmer deck. Isn't that beautiful? Totally for me. Okay, let's talk about our water signs and their person and the energies between you guys in the past, present, and future. Let's take a look. Water signs, please. Water signs, please. Your energy, your partner's energy, what's going on between you, and what can you expect? There we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Danger, danger. Will Robinson. Okay, got lots of stuff showing up here already. Yep. All right. Yep. I see a pattern, water signs. I see a pattern. Okay, so I've got your energies, your partner's energies, and the energies between you guys. So let's talk about the past and all the way up. Let's see, your energy. Ocean, ebb and flow. So what this card talks about when it is relationships, again, patterns coming in, coming out, coming in, coming out. Now, ebb and flow with the ocean, water sign, right? Ebb and flow in the ocean really also reminds you that there's ups and downs, not only to your life, but in relationships in themselves. Because this is showing up for you in the past, this is telling me that things might have been rocky in the past, might have been with this past relationship of yours, that you were trying to really look on the bright side of things. And even though things were up and down and up and down, you really tried to be that calm in the storm here. But it also makes me feel that the pattern of you maybe jumping or moving forward kind of took over for you here. I feel like really heavy on my shoulders as well. I feel like you felt that this was either going to be the one for you. It's possible it didn't work out here, because I feel like the ups and downs in that relationship you're coming from did not stabilize, okay? That's why I feel this ebb and flow is relevant for you. And this is for you, water signs, not for your person, okay? Now, your person, their energy in the past, tree and grounding, okay? So this person that you're interested in, they might have, and I feel like this is a person that's with you right now, okay? I feel like this person, when you look at them, they're like a strong person. I feel like not a lot shakes them. I feel like you look at them and you're like, you know what? This person has their stuff together. I think I can build with this person. I think I want to know more, and I think I want to grow with this person. And I feel that they are also stable in their own right. As well, for some of you spiritual people out there, I don't know if your partner is either into meditation, but I'm seeing that kind of stuff here. Now, the energies between you in the past, Gaia and nurturing. Isn't that a beautiful card? Now, what this card usually implies to me is that everybody at the table is feeling the need for some love, some compassion, and maybe a really good hug, okay? So this is telling me that there's attraction between you guys, but most of all, both of you are coming to the table, one of you with a little bit of a wounded heart possibly, and the other one who's a little bit more solid in their standing, all right? So let's talk about what's going on for you right now. Your energy, water signs. Green man in synergy. So, are you seeing all the signs show up for you? Are you seeing the numbers? Are you hearing that person's name or their voice come into your space even though they're not around you? This is telling me that things are moving forward for you. You are feeling calmer. You're not feeling like there's these ups and downs. And you're like, who's this person? I like them. Now, something about your person as well, okay? This is an interesting card. I've got autumn, equinox, and release. What does this mean for our other person, for our water signs? I feel that this person that you're with is actually fairly discerning, okay? And what I mean by that is I feel that they are good at assessing a situation accurately and understanding what is it that I need to do, what is it that I want to do, what parts of this do I want and what parts do I not. I feel that this individual that you're working with is either confident in themselves in their own life and how they are with their own life, their career, and also the choices that they make in their own life. And I also feel that this person is kind of like a no-nonsense sort of person. I don't feel that they are apt to... This person is kind of like, let's just say if you were a drama person or very super emotional, which sometimes our water signs can tend to be, but I feel like this person is going to have little to no patience for that. And not because they're not a patient person, but because I feel this person is a discerning person. I think that they know what they want in relationships and also know what they don't want. And I feel that this means for them that they have their blinders on in some way, not in terms of blinding themselves to the truth, but they know what they want. They're gonna go for what they want. And if there's things that you bring to the table that they're not interested in or happy with for whatever reason, right? For example, you want kids and they don't, whatever it might be, I have the feeling that they're like, okay, no problem, see you later, okay? Now, the energy between you is whale and breach. This is an interesting card, and I feel this has to do a lot more with your energy than with their energy, but actually it does fit you both. This, for you, water signs, is like, you know what? I'm gonna put my nose to the grindstone and I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do the right thing. I'm gonna put my, my shiny shoes on. I'm gonna show up doing the best I can to this relationship and bringing my best, okay? And I also feel that you are in this for the long haul, water signs. Now, you're in your other person here. What I also feel this means for them from their perspective is that they want to take things slow because they know what they want, they know what they don't want, and they're not willing to just jump into something blindly. They want to walk step by step through this process and see what would it be like if I was with this person, and where would I take it? Would I continue? Now, moving forward here, water signs. I think there's two messages coming for you here. So for one set of you water signs, lake and stillness. What this card really means for me sometimes is there's certain changes that need to be made, but unless you are willing to adapt to the changes and move forward and try new things, you know, going away from the things that didn't work for you and bringing calmness and security, this card says to me that you do a good job at focusing on what you like, but sometimes you don't do all the work and see it all the way through to make sure that you're trying new things and bettering yourself in relationships as well, okay? Or exploring other sides of relationships that you haven't looked at. There can be some patterns here, okay? So for some of you, what this, see how you see this little rowboat here and it's parked at the dock instead of moving forward? This means for me that you're happy to be on the scene and you're like looking around, everything's like, hey, everything's perfect, everything's lovely. I found the person of my dreams. But this is also telling me that you haven't fully either explored the relationship or that you are now in the comfort zone of the patterns in the relationship that you've been with before, okay? So you need to take a good look at that to make sure you're not repeating any patterns here, water signs, because I know you've been hurt lately, okay? What's the other messages for our water signs? Okay, another message that's coming forward for you, water signs, where this relationship is concerned, and relationships in general. Calm down, okay? I feel like I'm racing. I feel like I'm a horse like chomping at the bit, okay? And this is telling me that slow and steady wins the race when it comes to relationships with you. Yes, I see you feel connected and loved and all this kind of stuff, and you want this one to go the distance. But when you put you don't want to put the cart in front of the horse where this is concerned, and sometimes you can tend to do that, and then you lose sight of where you're going, you lose sight of your balance, okay? You have to keep working on things. You can't just say, okay, this is it and we're done, and then all the work is over, okay? You're individual though, okay? Like I said before, they're a discerning individual. And I have dawn and new beginnings, and that's showing up in the future. This gives me an indication, two different things here, okay? So this could be for two different groups of you here. One of you, this clearly means for me that this person dates you or tries this relationship out for a little bit and it's not for them, and so they move on to greener pastures in their perspective, okay? Coming out and trying other things, dawn and new beginnings, okay? The other message that I see for this is some of you very well might, this other person, for some of you water signs, might be like, you know what, I think I am going to give this a try. I think I am going to move forward here, okay? And in between you two, I have waterfall and effortless. And what the main message is for this card for you water signs is when you let go, you are taken to where you are supposed to be. So water signs, really, really good message for you here. And I think this is really going to ring true for a lot of you, especially because of the readings that we've been doing lately. But this card is really making me feel that when you try not to control the situation and when you try not to have too many expectations, again, putting the cart in front of the horse, that's when things just naturally flow and go where you want them to be, rather than peg-holing a relationship or setting up certain benchmarks of it needs to look like this, it's supposed to look like this, it's supposed to feel like this, and if it doesn't hit those marks, it's no good, okay? Any other messages here for our water signs with regards to love? And I just hear very clearly, you've got this and you can do it. And I feel that this is talking to your strength, talking to you remembering to be calm and to bring balance to yourself in these relationships. Water signs, I hope that this reading was helpful for you. And if you liked it, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so I can continue to do readings for all of you. And if you want to check, and if you want a private session, check out my website, kellyfergusonreadings.com. Thank you so much, friends.